Going on, everybody? I'm back for episode 2 for the day. I think episode 41 overall. We got 41 episodes. I have put my face in front of y'all 41 times. That is a big accomplishment for me. I don't think y'all understand. Um, we gonna keep it moving. Today, I waited till today to do this video because I wanted to wait like right before the bowl game started. And I think today, December 16th, is the very first day of college football bowl season. I didn't want to do it like right after the season or right after the Heisman or none of that because I feel like it'll just be too early. But I wanted to wait till now to do this video. So what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about the New Year's Six Bowls, college football, New Year's Six Bowls, and the college football playoff. I'm going to give you my predictions, who I think is going to, come out, win the games, whatever. I promise y'all I'm trying my hardest to take all bias out. As y'all know, I'm a Georgia Bulldogs fan. But I think I do a very good job at being realistic. So let's get it popping. We're going to pop it off with the Orange Bowl. Tennessee Volunteers versus the Clemson Tigers. The reason we're going to pop it off with this bowl is because, in my honest opinion, out of the six, this is probably the least interesting of the games. And it's just because so many players in this game have draft expectation. That a lot of players are sitting out of this game. Miles Murphy, top edge rusher, sitting out. Clemson starting quarterback DJ, transfer portal. Hendon Hooker hurt. Jalen Hyatt, the top receiver award winner, sitting out bowl game. Sitting out for the draft. I mean, there's a lot of guys in this game that if they were playing would make this game so much better. But due to the lack of pretty much what are we playing for, that's the price you pay. Tennessee 6, Clemson 7. I don't really know what else to say about this game. Like I said, I would have a lot more to say about it if everybody was playing. I'm looking forward to seeing Clemson's quarterback. I'm looking forward to seeing Will Shipley. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing Brian Brees. But other than that, I don't really have too much to say about this game. It's the Orange Bowl. It's going to be a lot of orange. Outside of that, I think Clemson's going to come out on top in this game. I do. Nothing against Milton, but I just think Klubik and Shipley and those guys for Clemson and Dabo, they're just going to be too much for Tennessee to deal with. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to the Rose Bowl. We got number 11 Penn State versus number 8 Utah. Penn State kind of in one of the same situations they find themselves in so many times over and over again. They can't get over that hump of Ohio State, Michigan. They have been and will continue to be the third best team in the Big Ten until they can figure out how to get over that hump. Michigan had to figure it out with Ohio State. Now they have to figure it out with both of them. I don't know because I don't know what more James Franklin can do. Penn State produces a lot of NFL talent. Penn State reminds me of Georgia during the Mark Richt era. 9-3s, 10-2s, 8-4s. Best season might be 11-1, but they in my opinion, they kind of stuck. And Utah, I like Utah. I'm still kind of on a high from how they was able to handle USC the way they was able to handle them, but I think this is truly going to be a good game. Seeing Sean Clifford going up against my boy Rising. Personally, I gotta go with Utah. I'm still fanning over Utah. I like what they do. I just like their approach to the game. It ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna look good, but we gonna go out there and we gonna bust you in the mouth and we gonna play our asses off. I like that. I like that a lot. And for it to be coming from a Pac-12 team, that's saying a lot. Um, so I got Utah beating Penn State in the Rose Bowl. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the let's talk about let's go to the Cotton Bowl. We got number 16 Tulane versus number 10 USC Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams. I think this game is gonna be pretty damn interesting. Um, I do think Tulane is gonna be competitive, but not too many people from USC, if anybody, is sitting out because a lot of these players are coming back. USC does have a lot of players that could possibly leave for the draft, but they're not in a position to where they can use this game as a we just gonna hold on that. Nah, they need this game for tape. They need this game for tape. I think this is gonna be an interesting matchup, man. I do. I a couple weeks ago we was looking at USC as being in the playoff. Now they sitting here playing Tulane, and I can't even sit here confidently and tell you if they're gonna win or not. Because I watched Tulane play UCF twice, and them boys come to play. They're gonna be in the Cotton Bowl. That's gonna be in the Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Jerry World. So Tulane should have somewhat home field advantage. But it's hard to go against Caleb Williams. I mean, he's a Heisman Trophy winner. He's going up against a non-Power 5 defense. Nothing against Tulane. Nothing against Tulane at all. But I just think USC is going to be too much for him. I could be completely wrong. This could... You remember... Oh, man. Some years back, Utah played Alabama in the Sugar Bowl down in New Orleans. And Utah beat the shit out of Alabama. I ain't seen nothing like that. It was crazy, but it's just hard to say USC is not gonna win. I'm for the underdog. So if Tulane wins this game, I won't be upset in any type of a way. But it's just like, man, are they really gonna be able to pull that out? Don't know. But I got USC winning the Cotton Bowl. What we got next, y'all? Ooh, number 5 Alabama versus number 9 Kansas State in the Sugar Bowl. Alabama got a thing for them Sugar Bowls, boy, I tell you. This is gonna be an interesting game as well. Alabama could come out flat, and Kansas State could stay in the game. Deuce Vaughn is a problem. I don't care who they playing. I don't care what defense they're going up against. Deuce Vaughn is a problem. You have to stop Deuce Vaughn if you want to win the football game. That might be all you need to do to win the football game if you're Alabama. But if you want to win the football game, you have to stop Deuce Vaughn. Point blank, period. That's it. Point blank, period. You want to win the football game, stop Deuce Vaughn. Stop the little 5'6", number 22 in the backfield, you win the game. As far as Alabama goes, I don't know if Bryce Young is playing or not yet. Haven't heard anything. Not due to injury or anything like that, but again, highly touted prospect. Could be number 1 overall pick in the draft. You're not playing for a championship. I mean, what more is there for you to do? That's what I'm saying. Same thing goes for like Will Anderson, Eli Rooks. I mean, Alabama has a long list of players that could but could not be participating in this game, man. So I mean, it's again, off top, I want to say Alabama just from a pure talent standpoint, but Kansas State beat TCU, and I don't think we thought they would do that. Kansas State knew going into that Big 12 championship game that they weren't going to make the playoffs. A win over the undefeated TCU was not going to get them in. This is their season. They're 10-3. A lot of people probably didn't have them being here. Adrian Martinez went down, I want to say halfway through the season. Will Howard has stepped up, stepped in, produced. But again, it's Bama. And I hate to be that person to say it like that. I hate to be that guy, but I think a lot of people know that Bama's second and third strings are starting a lot of other places. We'll see. Even because the backup quarterback they got some burn this year. I think it was against A&M. I think it was against A&M. I don't want to look because I just want to be right. Y'all check for me, but got some burn against A&M, and I just think Bama's gonna come out on top. I don't think Kansas State has enough. It took everything in them to beat TCU. And although TCU is in the playoff and Bama is not, I saw it going the other way. I did. Um, let's get into the college football playoff. First thing I want to talk about is something I just talked about. Like, I didn't see the playoff unfolding the way it did. I once all the games were played and once everything was laid out, I truly believed Georgia would be 1, Michigan would be 2, Ohio State would be 3, and Bama would be 4. I did not think in my bones of bones that they would give TCU a shot over Bama. I truly believed a 10-2 Bama team with 2 SEC losses would look better to the committee than a 12-1. I did. I truly believe that. That's how much power I feel like the SEC has over the other conferences. But it didn't fall that way. It fell the way it fell. Let's get into it. The Fiesta Bowl. TCU going up against Michigan. Max Duggan is a ball player. I'm just get that out there. Max Duggan is a ball player. Quentin Johnston is a ball player. Michigan is going into this game without their best player. Blake Corum had to have surgery out for the season. I wish him well. But they have a backup running back. And I want to get his name right. And I am going to get his name right. Homeboy is a baller. Like, Corum, he's productive. He goes north and south. He gets the yards. Corum kind of reminds me of a little bit of a Nick Chubb. Like, seriously. He kind of reminds me of Nick Chubb. This other motherfucker, he runs hard. He runs elusive. Like, Edwards. Like, he's a problem. He's a problem, and I don't know if he's a problem that TCU can deal with. I got Michigan winning this game. Sonny Dykes has been a hell of a season. Hell of a season. Max Duggan been a hell of a season. I don't know if you're going to be coming back or not next year, but if you do, I'm looking forward to watching you. If not, I can't wait to see how, your draft stuff goes out. But Mr. Quentin Johnson, I know you're going to be a first-round pick. I can't wait to see what team you go to. But Michigan looks like they on a mission. Michigan looks like they on a mission, and it don't look like nobody is. I ain't gonna say that. It looks like nobody is gonna be able to stop them unless they play their absolute best football. The problem is, I don't think TCU can beat them even if they play their absolute best football. They have all the components to it. You got the quarterback, you got the guy outside, you got the guy in the backfield. You got the team component. You had to go through some adversity against Kansas State. You lost. Luckily, like, TCU has so much to play for. But Michigan is on a mission. I got Michigan. I don't really know what else to say. J.J. McCarthy is playing the best football of the season. Ronnie Bell is not being as effective as he can due to the offense, but when his number is being called, he's making the plays. I got Michigan. Here we go. Ohio State and Georgia in the Peach Bowl. Just started shaking a little bit. Eyes got a little watery. I'm nervous. I ain't got too much pride to admit it. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous. I mean, on paper, they go tick for tack with us. Talent, physicality. Like, this ain't like last year when we played Michigan in the first round of the playoff. This ain't like that. This different. You got C.J. Stroud, who feel like he should have been the Heisman winner. You got Marvin Harrison Jr., who feel like he should have been the best receiver in the country. It's a lot of pressure and a lot of tension in this game. And it's crazy because they don't have it with each other. It just sucks because they're going to have to take it out on each other. Georgia is going to have to come into this game and play their absolute best football. Period. I don't know if Keely Ringo is going to have the assignment of following Marvin Harrison Jr. This game scares me. It does. This game scares me. It scares the absolute fuck out of me. But I truly believe that Georgia has the better football team. Like, I am scared to my core, but still, deep down, I truly believe Georgia has the better football team. Because it is Ohio State's going to have to beat us. Granted, we're going to have to beat Ohio State. We're playing back-to-back games in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We in the Peach Bowl. We're going for back-to-back. We got just as much to play for as them. This, in my opinion, this game is going to come down to the quarterbacks. One thing about C.J. Stroud is going to take chances. C.J. Stroud is one of those low completion, high yardage quarterbacks. I truly believe if we can take the 15 and pluses away or minimize them, we will truly be good. But on the flip side of that, Stetson Bennett can't come out here and stink it up. Stetson is going to have to play better this playoff than he had to play last playoff. We're going to need all our backs. We're going to need Milton, McIntosh, Edwards, Robinson. We're going to need everybody. We're going to need receiving corps. We're going to need everybody. I think this is going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a tight game. I got the final score being 34-28 Georgia, which will put Georgia in the national championship game against Michigan, which will be a rematch of last year's semifinal game. That's what Michigan wanted. I ain't even gonna get caught up in this too much. I done broke down the players. I done talked about who I want to talk about, but just straight up Georgia versus Michigan. I got Georgia. I got Georgia. I got Georgia. The reason I'm so scared of Ohio State is because of what they can do. If their run game ain't working, they got a quarterback who can make every throw. If the passing game can't get going for whatever reason, they got backs that can get it done. Michigan, they're a little different. We can go tick for tat with Michigan all day, but at the end of the day, I don't believe in J.J. McCarthy to make that throw. That's just point blank, period. You take away the run, J.J. McCarthy got to beat us. I don't see it happening. Georgia back-to-back national championships. Sorry. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. That's my New Year's 6 prediction. That's my college football playoff prediction. I got Georgia going back-to-back. I got Ohio State taking the L first round. I got Michigan beating TCU first round. Happy ending for me. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. I'm enjoying y'all. I'm happy to be back. I love y'all. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, and share. I'm Z, coming to you from the basement.